Sex, drugs, Kris DeVold. Off the top, cause he's ready to go. Sex, drugs, Kris DeVold. Off the top, cause he's ready to go. Sex, drugs, Kris DeVold. Off the top, cause he's ready to go. Sex, drugs, Kris DeVold. Well, my little nasty CentralValleyTalk.com, 8 p.m. It must be another episode of Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold, episode 236, and I'm not talking about dicks. All right, by saying episode 236, I'm not talking about dicks. I'm already kind of talking about dicks. And you know I'm like the cock-copy Soteropoulos. I am the guy that'll tell you if you want to pull out your dick in the optimum weather to make your dick look the best in front of a lady, you don't want to be pulling it out in this type of weather. Like tonight, what is it, in the 50s right now? This is not cock weather, all right? There's a fucking cold front moving in, which makes the fucking dick front move up. So that's when you don't want to be doing, you know, springtime when it's real nice. And you want to fucking have just like a little Corona or Michelada or something, man, you know? No, that's fucking cock weather. Tonight, not cock weather. You don't want to be doing that shit. But episode 236, quickly approaching the 5-year anniversary episode. We got the episode on the 2nd and then the episode on the 9th. And we got something really special planned for you with that musical guest. It's going to be amazing. Now, we were supposed to have a very special edition of What Happens in Vegas Does Not Stay in Vegas with my man in Sin City, Gucci. But Gucci is en route. Gucci's not in Vegas right now. Gucci is in, he's en route to Los Angeles. So we were supposed to have Gucci on the show tonight, and then he hit me up, and he said he's on a bus on the way to Los Angeles, and he literally asked the bus driver, can I do something for an internet television show on the bus? And the bus driver said, are you gonna be loud? And you know that guy can't talk about pussy and fucking beer and marijuana without fucking being loud all motherfucking day. So, you know, he's got to talk about Vegas. Those are all the thing in Vegas. Pussy, weed, fucking beer, drugs. It's like a Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold 7 days a week. How can he not be loud about that? So, Gucci will not be on tonight. Can I get a Danny Tanner off for that? Oh, it's not good. It's not. But he's going to be back next week. He swore that he would purposely go out of his way tonight to get in some fucking trouble so he can guarantee himself a good edition of What Happens in Vegas Does Not Stay in Vegas next week, which I guess would be a special fucking LA edition. Now, had you liked the official Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold Facebook page, you would have known, one, getting very close to that 1,400 like mark, so why don't you like that motherfucking bad boy? And also, you would have known that my live musical guest for the evening is Agent in the house tonight, just for you. It's gonna be fucking fantastic. Now, if you're watching on the website, CentralValleyTalk.com, I want to thank you. You've gone the extra mile. You've gone to the fucking website. That's fantastic. Now, for those of you watching on the Facebook Live, yeah, you're watching on the Facebook Live, huh? You're nasty, huh? Does your mother know you watch on the Facebook Live? You hide the show from her. She comes in your room. Hide the show from mom like a porno mag, all right? Does anybody say porno anymore? What do we say? How do you say it's just dirty movie? Fuck flick? Does anyone say fuck flick? Is that a thing? Did I just make something up, a fuck flick? You say fuck flick. Now, hey, with somebody in the very back, who I haven't seen in a very long time, you were talking about spilling alcohol on yourself. Now, you spilled beer on yourself, correct? Yes. Are you fucked up? Have you had enough beer to be smelling like that? To be like... That was the problem. Like, if I smell you, I'm going to think you're drunk, but you're not drunk. Have you ever done that? Have you ever accidentally smelt a little or spilt a little something on yourself and you're like, fuck, man, they're going to... Or have you ever been at a party and you get up to go to the bathroom and you stumble just a little and they're like, whoa, man, whoa. You've been drinking a lot tonight. I just fucking, yeah. Are you drunk? I'm just going to the damn bathroom. Wow, now you're yelling at me. Do you hear this guy? Why don't you calm down? Like, I hate that shit. I feel like I'm spiraling. So you spill as much as you want on yourself. No one's going to judge around these parts. He's fucking loaded. He is so fucking drunk. You're doing great over there. It's good to see you. It's been a while. Fucking lush. No, I smell it from here. Now, let's go ahead. You know what? Let's talk about this. Millennials. There are a lot of millennials getting a bad rap sometimes, all right? It's true, all right? And I'm not a millennial. I've been around some millennials. It is what it is, all right? Now, there's some bars. There's bars and there's places taking action for things that millennials do that they don't want going on. Now, there is a New York City bar. It's in the East Village. I don't know where that is. If you've been to New York, fucking let me know, all right? In the fucking East Village of fucking New York. Now, what they're saying is you are not allowed in this bar, and if you are in here and say this word, they're going to kick you out. The word, literally, Like, all right, literally, this is the best craft beer I've ever fucking had. Literally, they have an oatmeal stout that'll make you fucking kill your mother. Literally, they will fucking kick you out, literally, is what the fuck is gonna happen real quick. Literally be out on your motherfucking ass like that. Anybody ever been kicked out of a bar? Whoa, what? It's a pretty tame group average, Joe, when you can ask a group this big, anybody been kicked out of a bar? Not that you remember, right? I'm so old, I'll date myself. My buddy got fucking kicked out of the Bulldog Brewery when that used to be a bar in fucking Fig Garden. My fucking buddy Daniel, he ain't watching, it's alright. My buddy Daniel, God rest his soul, he's not dead, he just lives in Pinedale. God rest his soul. He fucking was walking out of Bulldog Brewery and had a fucking beer in his hand. And he didn't want to put the beer down. He had just bought the beer. I'm going to give him this one. He just bought the fucking beer, and then last call came, and he's a little guy. He couldn't chug the beer. And it was so weird to see my buddy Daniel, like, kind of waving in the air like a fucking buoy in the water as another man, like, bigger than him just held him by one arm. I was like, you need to put the fucking glass down, dude. And he's like, I just fucking bought it. And I'm like, he's holding you one-armed in the fucking air. And it was my birthday. How are you that fucked up at my birthday? That's a good fucking time. Nobody's been kicked out of a bar in here? Oh, there you go. Oscar, I was going to say, oh, you've been around the street for a while, man. Hey, I remember fucking Porky's fucking, this is like, I'm naming all the spots that aren't even in town anymore. I remember at Porky's. Hey, you remember Porky's security, dude? You couldn't even be out in the fucking parking lot, like, with your buddies having a cigarette, somebody smoking a joint or something. Next thing you know, you walk out and they're like, you guys need to get the fuck out of here. And I'd be like, man, you guys know those guys? You get security mad at you? They're like, that's just how they talk to everyone. And you know what? Nobody was in the fucking parking lot. I was terrified of those guys. I like went and pissed on a car one night because the bathroom was all full. And the whole time I'm just peeking over my fucking shoulder with my dick. That's a scary feeling. Trowel around your fucking, like, trowel down, ass out, dick in your hands, and just terrified. I imagine that's what it's like fucking pissing in the fucking forest with Bigfoot around. By the way, you guys believe in Bigfoot, right? Now, how the fuck is it I can't find any motherfucker in this room that's been kicked out of a bar, but I bring up Bigfoot and I got like heads fucking nodding like, now he's talking about something I'm in on. Now I fucking got him. You ever do the Bigfoot calls? Marcus, do one right now. Try one. I don't know it. Just shut up. You watch Finding Bigfoot. He's hitting on fucking trees. You know, do that shit. You know those guys, how much they're fucking making per episode? That's got to be like 25. Average Joe, how are we fucking up in life to where I can't walk around the floor? And it's like season 4 of Finding Bigfoot. They got season 4 out of this shit? Like they've got cameras following around for 4 fucking years? And
at least 12 episodes of pop.
At least. And you're not finding anything? You don't think like Animal Planet has a meeting with them before the 3rd season and they're like, look, we can't, like, even if you guys plant something, you don't think we can get a little fucking evidence this season? Can't find a little hair on a fucking branch or something? They're bringing fucking guest celebrities in to fucking hunt with them and shit. It's like, then the ghost hunting shows. Ghost hunting shows? I could fucking do that too. What's that? What's that? Did you hear that? Don't move, hold on. My meter's going off a lot right here. Did you see? Oh, the light. Did you see the light? Oh, like I can do either fucking show. They're getting paid, overpaid for. I'm going off on a rant. I can't fucking do this. Don't even me start about that. I got 1 minute. Tide Pods, all right? Tide Pods. You know, when I graduated from high school, there was this cool thing going on that my generation invented. It was chicks kissing at parties. That's what my generation was into. We're a bunch of guys standing around, and a chick would walk up and be like, hey, Chris, yeah, you and all your buddies finish chugging those beers, and me and Stephanie here are going to fucking make out, and it's going to be hot. Y'all can do that? That's going to be amazing. That's kind of what my generation was doing at a fucking party back in 19 whatever, all right? We didn't need to worry about what year it was. That's what we were getting into. This generation? Eating fucking detergent. Now, where did we go from fucking I want to see chicks kissing in between me taking shots of tequila to my buddy going, you sure you should eat that detergent, man? My mom uses that to wash my underwear. Like, what did we fucking do now? Has anyone ever in here tasted a Tide Pod? I don't know with you fuckers anymore. I'm asking, have you been kicked out of bars? No. They know about Bigfoot. Might as well go with Tide Pods. They don't know about the Tide Pods. All right. As a child, I drank bleach by accident. It was one of the worst experiences of my life. I had to be like 7 years old. I got taken to the ER. I drank gallons and gallons of milk to induce vomiting. All they kept doing was having me drink milk. It was one of the worst experiences of my life. At one point, I'm leaning over, and you know how when you have the worst hangover ever, and your stomach's as hard as it fucking can, and nothing's coming out but the pure fucking alcohol? I remember that moment, and just light blue liquid just coming out of my fucking mouth, and I'm like 7 years old. Remember it fucking vividly. So, Tide Pods, I don't know. Ladies and gentlemen, when you invent something cooler than chicks kissing at a party, then I'm watching the fucking internet videos. Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold, SexRallyTalk.com, episode 236. I didn't talk about dicks, at least too much. Only at the beginning. That wasn't that bad. Hey, did I mention that Agent is in the house? Live musical guest of the evening. We got a nice one brewing here. Let's go ahead and slide the fucking knob. Well, my little nasty, SexRallyTalk.com. Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold is what the fuck you're watching. Hopefully, refilled the weed bowl, the cereal bowl. Hopefully, you got yourself another beer. Maybe you got chocolate milk. If I had chocolate milk, I'd be blowing bubbles in mine.
Who the fuck is Bubbles?
One day, we will find out, young lady. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes when you come to the show long enough, you're not just in the audience anymore. You're actually kind of part of the show. This kind of happened with this young audience goer right here. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Average Joe! Average Joe, you've been coming to the show for a long fucking time. You ever spill alcohol on yourself prematurely and smell like a drunkard, but you're not even fucking buzzed up yet?
You know, yeah.
Hold on, wait, Average Joe, I know we're live. Grab that mic, pull it to you.
All right, no problem.
And that was an easy, quick, yeah. And Average Joe, you like to drink the hard alcohol and shit.
I'll drink whatever's cold, to be honest.
So, yeah, no, I've spilled some. No, fuck you guys. I love Bud Ice. All right, I got it. You know what? I lead in with a fuck you guys, and then I always tell people I love Bud Ice. So it's like a fuck you guys. I love Bud Ice, and some of you are like, well, oh, why are you so defensive? Well, Bud Ice is my beer, and I love it. But Bud Ice also has a particular smell when it dries. To where if you spill it on yourself before you've gotten to the 4th tall can, you may smell like you're on the 6th tall can, and you're not buzzed up at all. You can't go out in public anymore. You might as well just, you gotta change your fucking shirt before you go out anywhere, because you're gonna be that fucking smelly, like fucking stink beer fucking guy. Yeah. Now let's go ahead and talk about this. New Orleans. Nolans. Is that how they say it? Nolans. Everybody give it a try. Nolans. I know. Those fuckers there are just like, New Orleans, what are you doing? Welcome to New Orleans, you fucking non-local. What the fuck? You're from California, aren't you, douche? I'm like, well, my name's Chris, and yes, I am. I'm from Fresno. Nolans.
Brooklyn, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know, right? So how it works in New Orleans, they have something called Mardi Gras that happens there every year. Now, actually, the very first episode of Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold was February 12th, 2013. February 12th was actually Fat Tuesdays going on here that night. So I was so terrified the night of the first episode, I didn't bring any beer. But like, here's my rationale: I didn't bring any beer, so I drank it all at home before I got in the car and drove down here.
Of course.
So I still drove down here, like, fucking, and at the time I lived a good, like, 25 minutes away from the studio, so, like, I'm literally drinking it, pounding at the house so I can get in the fucking car and take a 25-minute drive.
I really gotta finish this. What are you doing? I gotta go.
I gotta drive real far. I gotta finish this fucking beer. I better finish the other one I got, too. Exactly. Like, because you can't leave any lingering. Now, I bring that up to tell you this. Now, Nolans. Let's try it again. Try it fucking again. Nolans. Oh, man, you hear people just held against their will to do something? Whoa, that was like 5 adults just all, Nolans. You son of a bitch. Like,
there, I said it.
You are there, right? Okay, here we go, okay? 46 tons, or for you math fucking wizards out there, you fucking assholes. 93,000 pounds, okay, of carnival beads were among 7.2 million pounds of trash pulled from a clogged catch basins along 5-block stretches of downtown Parade Route. So these basins got fucking plugged up. They dig out 7.2 million pounds of trash. 7.2. That's still not as much as my ex-roommate David Todd used to keep in his fucking room. But it's very close.
That's a lot of
that
beads.
Dirty, cheesy. His room smelled like, imagine taking Cheetos and putting them on a cookie sheet and putting them in the oven with the broiler on. Just walking in and you're like, is there warm fucking fried cheese product fucking somewhere. No, it's David Todd's room. It's 7.2 million pounds of trash.
Jesus Christ.
So what happened was of that 7.2 million pounds, I feel like I'm leading up to a math problem here.
Yeah.
I feel like of the
Take it slow.
7.2 million pounds, there were 93,000 pounds of beads. Now, if those beads never made it to a fucking goer, how many titties were actually not shown that night at New Orleans? Now, remember, it's 2 titties per person, so don't let that fuck you up. I'll wait.
A lot.
The answer? A shit ton. You were very close. You said a lot, you're very close. A shit ton.
Shit ton.
Do you realize how many sad? Where I picture the Sarah McLachlan fucking song singing and fucking girls like pulling up and fucking beads just washing down the fucking drain and the chick pulling her shirt down looking confused and it's like, you don't have to let this happen anymore. It's like I could donate fucking beads to New Orleans and fucking help them out during this. But is that a fucking problem that many fucking... First off, can we back up? How are you getting 7.2 million pounds of trash clogging up your fucking street, by the way?
That's ridiculous. A lot.
I imagine if I'm pretty fucked up in New Orleans, I'm just going to be dropping my trash everywhere. So I'm probably going to be part of that fucking problem.
Yeah, there's like a parade everywhere.
I'll be fucking having to defend myself around every corner because the drunker I get, the louder I'm going to be going, New Orleans, and they're going to be like, you fucking douche. Like, I'm going to get my ass whooped so bad for that shit.
You know, but I think it'd be worth it.
I think it would be working. Now, smartphone batteries. Let's get into this. A shout out to Nathan Sabala. I want to give a shout out to Nathan Sabala. He used to be the lead singer of a band, Low Crawl. He's getting the itch again. He's getting the itch to sing again. So Nathan Sabala, if you're out there, sing. But he had a picture of his, he had a picture of a battery. It was like his cell phone or his cell phone battery. And he had it to where the cord that's supposed to connect into charge was connected into one outlet, and then the other end of it was still connected into the phone. And he had the caption, infinite power. And I was like, next level?
$5 says it was a stoner thought.
Oh, it was a stoner thought for real. Especially after the fact when his phone probably went out and realized it wasn't charging fucking shit. But still, shout out to Nathan Sabala for that shit right there. Now, you guys gotta hear this. A smartphone battery explodes. Okay?
It's been happening a lot lately.
Okay, I didn't finish the headline. Here's the thing. After the man was biting into it. You know, back in the old style movies or in the fucking pirate movies, you get your fucking doubloon and you're like fucking, you know, yeah, right, that's fucking good. You know, I'm thinking he's at the cell phone store and the guy hands the fucking battery to him and he's like, that's not fucking good. Yeah. So let's go. Okay, so where do you think this happened at? You got to pick. Yeah, I know, right? Most of the bad shit, ever since Name Drop coming, I worked with Jennifer Lipp, formerly of KRZR on 105 The Blaze, when I was doing the morning show. Let's not get... But we're not going to go down that road. We're not going to... Joe, we don't have time to talk about it. Joe, we won't. It was 2 years. Joe, please. We don't have time. I met people. It was fun. Listen, all right? We don't have time. Every time she would do a freak story, I learned it was all in fucking Florida. All right? Everything's coming from Florida. So it's a very good guess. China. Right? China. I was thinking Street Fighter too. When you drive to fight fucking Chun-Li. That's it. China. That's how it was already said on there.
What? Yeah, that's
it was a Chinaman. All right, now. A man in China decides he needs to verify a smartphone battery is legit, so he bit it.
Do you think...
I guess my guess wasn't so dumb now, huh?
Now I have a question. At the same time, he chose... Was it a Target purchase? Because you know they sell the smartphones and iPhones and everything at Target now.
Yes.
Do you think he was doing his daily shoppings and picked up some Tide Pods at the same time? And then, you know what? I want to fucking verify that this battery is legit.
He's works with the Tide Pods. I can fucking bite anything. You think like he does that shit like around the house? Yeah. You think like he hasn't got down on his wife in years because she just doesn't like the biting anymore? She's like, get the fuck. He's like, this is how I make sure everything is good. You know, it's like fucking, it's not going to fucking happen like that. I just want to say with this, now security camera caught it all. It was from Nanjing City in Jiangsu province. Now, that's not racist when I try to say it the way they fucking say it. That's just me trying to love on the culture, all right? So why don't you try to say it? Nanjing City in the Jiangsu province? Jiangsu? Everybody else, everybody give me Nanjing. Nanjing. These fuckers. Somebody's been kicked out of a bar in here, and somebody just don't want to fucking fess up. And besides the obvious one, Oscar, that was a fucking given. You've been around the block a couple times. Like, if you haven't been kicked out of a bar, I've been like, you haven't been living at this point. Some of y'all got some age on you, and there's still time. Some of y'all might be going out tonight. There's still time, man. You guys ever, wait, aren't you guys going to a movie after this? You guys ever been kicked out of the movies?
Yeah.
You ever been? Yeah?
Yeah, and I worked there.
The fuck you doing? Sneaking another, yeah, okay, that's a fucking given. That's a fucking given. Now, hey, I was going to talk about something that's a good way to fight, and we don't got a lot of time. We actually got to go to commercial break because we got Agent in the house! All right, let's get into this. We were going to go ahead, I didn't want to waste it, but right now I was thinking about, I know some of y'all have probably seen those internet videos where the guy goes up to pick a motherfucking fight, and before the guy can fucking swing on him, he strips all the way down. Have you seen that? Yeah. And he has on like the weird G-string thing, and he fucking just starts chasing the dude. But like, if it ever came down to a life or death situation, hear me out. And yeah, right? And you knew the only way you could save your life, or maybe cause some way to fucking get the distraction and get you fucking out of there, is to pull out your fucking dick. Would you do it, guys? Would you just like, how'd you get out of there? Those gang members were going to beat your ass. I pulled out my dick and just started running toward all of them, and they let me fucking out. No? No. Like, my dick's all out, they just... Oh, that's right, I didn't think about that. And girls, how do you do that? Like, I mean, you can't, there ain't nothing that you could possibly want to whip out that would make a bunch of dudes go, ah, get away! Her tits are out, no! If anything, it's going to be like, I can't believe I got 30 dudes chasing after me, and I flashed a nip. Like, but like, but what if it's like you getting ready in the middle of the fight, and like, you know what? You just hold on, G, and you turn around and just pull your dick out your fucking, out your zipper, and you just let your dick be out, but don't say anything, and then turn back around and be like, come on, motherfucker. Fuck you then. Come on, motherfucker. What you looking at? Oh, what? What? Greco-Roman style. Come on. See how they did it back at their first Olympics. Come here. And I have a feeling that the fight would just be over, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot of buildup, though. I mean, like, do you have that? I mean, do you have that amount of time?
I mean, it has to get to that point. I ain't just saying, like, I mean, if it's a couple punches.
I mean, okay, you've now thought about this, okay? So it's a possibility for you. Have you been put in that situation?
I was scared so bad one time in 2001. I was hanging out. There was a time when Kris DeVold was hanging. I was hanging out with some tweakers and some Bulldog gang members and shit back like 2001. We got time for stories. We got tons of episodes. This is only episode 236, all right? But one of the guys thought I was talking shit on him while I was playing some rummy at a fucking table with this chick. And he took me outside, and he took me all alone. And this dude was fucking huge. His name was Jesse. I'll never forget it. Big old buff motherfucker, like buff. And he was in my face yelling at me so fucking bad, saying that I was talking shit. And I'm like, dude, it's the fucking drug. I don't know how much you've had or how long you've been up, but I wasn't talking shit. Look at you. Would I talk shit on you right now? Like, literally, just like, would I? So close, I could feel his spit, like, hitting my face and his nose hitting my nose. That's a whip out your dick moment. That's, if I could go back in time, I might tell 2001 Kris, like, just walk by him in the hallway and be like, don't be afraid to pull out your dick. And just let it go. Just let it ride. Don't be afraid to pull out your cock when you're out there. And although 2001 Kris would be confused, like, did he pull out my dick? What? I'd get out there and I'd be like, pull out my dick. Yes. And I have a feeling,
he was trying to prepare me
just,
for.
yeah, all my life leading up to this one cock revealing moment. My whole life leading up to this one. And maybe pull one ball out just for good measure to really make sure he knows what he's looking at. And then just kind of move toward him. And I have a feeling it would have all just stopped and he would have left me alone. By the way, I did dodge an ass whooping that night, and I did not have to pull my dick out. But you got to save that. You can't just go to it every time. Take an argument at Walmart and you're pulling your dick out. Like, you're like, that was my parking spot. Bitch. It's like, what the fuck, man?
You got to pick your battles.
I said no pickles on my McDouble. Pull your dick out of McDouble. Like, you can't do that. All right, that's enough. I see what I did? Fucking shit, episode 236, no dicks, and we're fucking having all this cock talk. It happens every time. Cock talk, it's too much. That's the underbelly of CentralValleyTalk.com, the show they don't want you to know about. Cock talk. Where balls fly and heads are real. Cock talk. No, we're not doing this, all right? CentralValleyTalk.com, sex, drugs, Kris DeVold is what the fuck you watching. When we come back, my live musical guest of the evening, Agent! Slide the fucking knob. Cock talk, though, could really work.
Yeah, I think you.com.
Well, my little nasty. CentralValleyTalk.com. Sex, drugs, Kris DeVold is what the fuck you're watching. Episode 236. No, don't get me started. Ever since the inception of the show, February 12th, 2013, coming up on the 5-year anniversary, I vowed to bring you one live musical act a week, and this week is no different. Ladies and gentlemen, I am very proud to bring to you Agent!
All right, what's up? My name is Agent. I'm originally from Sanger, California, from Colima, Mexico. What my name stands for is an active cause, speaking on another's behalf, and a natural force or object, producing naturally for obtaining certain results. So that's a little bit about what my theme is as an artist. And as soon as you're ready, you can go ahead and hit that music, and we'll get started. Yeah, check it. Yo, when I grab the microphone, it's just puro pinche desmadre. Yo, shout out DJ Halinche, hella drunk, spinning loops. Chale. Yo, where we at, man? Reppin' that San Joaquin, coming from the Centro Valle. Yo, para los trabajadores vendiendo ahí por las calles. It's Agent, I put the joint about the Roach collection. Up in coaching rappers on their beat selection. Quality control, pass them up for heat inspection. The temp is right, the hemp is right, so let's make an investment. Put time and effort in to make a classic, keep them guessing. What we about to do this year, what kind of fucking question is that? Yo, you must live back some sick dimension. What's been 16, this clean ain't even mentioned. Going tag up on your comments cause I'm way too honest. So you can call me on my shit, but I already called it. Mistakes, flaws, and all, man, I'm raw like artists. So put the heart up on the stage even when disregarded. Like using your matricula when you get carded. And that's a Mexican ID for those weighing the target. Taste the tacos in the loops, chile limon and salted. Jalicha on the ones and twos, puro pinche body. Yeah, yo, and when I grab the microphone, it's just puro pinche desmadre. Yo, shout out DJ Halinche, hella drunk, spinning loops. Chale, yo. Where we at, y'all? Reppin' that San Joaquin, coming from the Centro Valle. Yo, and this is for para los trabajadores vendiendo ahí por las calles.
Alza la raza con metrultura.
Yeah, y no hay nadie que me cae, ni siquiera la policía, porquerías. Cáele al show de hip hop, cabeceando up en el valle, platicando dulce fruta, empacando todo un trailer para pagar los biles. Trabajamos en los files por derechos de inmigrantes, marchamos en los desfiles. Hay poder en números, si somos cientos de miles indocumentados, hechos un lado. Ay, qué triste que nunca me han atacado, preguntado por qué tan bravo, por tanto orgullo en mi gente, claro y bravo que sobresalimos, aunque sí fuimos discriminados. Me dicen un caballero completo como un charo, echándole serenatas para los enamorados. Cuento la neta aunque los tragos sean amargos. Ay, si pueden darse las manos, denle un paro para todos juntos. Son estos puntos en el pizarrón. Nos pararon, sentimos que nos pisaron por quitarnos el carro, arrestarnos y amarrarnos. Ahí va una rola para mi mayor hermano Carlos y para mi mamá que anduvo sola desde 11 años. Para todo el sudor que ha dejado en tantos paños en los campos. Todavía no nos ponemos y nos peleamos. Como quiera ando de fiesta, no estoy amargo. Solo quiero que se levanten como los cargos. Yeah, yo, and when I grab the microphone, it's just puro pinche desmadre. Yeah, yo, DJ Halinche, hella drunk, spinning loops. Chale, yo, where we at, y'all? Reppin' that San Joaquin, coming from the Centro Valle. Yo, yeah, and this is for para los trabajadores vendiendo ahí por las calles. Yeah, that's right. Agent from Sanger, California, representing extraterrestrials. Agent Halinche, we got that new album out, so check that out, y'all. Yeah, para mexicanos, latinoamericanos, yeah, aquí estamos y no nos vamos, yeah, para mi latinex, yeah, mi chicanex, yeah, don't disrespect this, yeah. Shout out all my immigrant communities out there, shout out everybody watching on Facebook Live, shout out CentralValleyTalk.com, shout out Kris DeVold for having me out. And we can go ahead and keep this moving. I got some more songs for y'all. Yeah. Drop some comments and all that if y'all are watching online and all that.
I don't even want to talk about it. These are the only moments of decency.
Yeah, yo. Extraterrestres. Extraterrestrials. Extra in tune with the earth, you're alienated. Catch the tractor beam from the valley. You can catch the tractor beam from the valley. Catch the tractor beam from the valley. You can catch the tractor beam from the valley. At 4 in the morning, homie, early rising. rocks with the launcher all up inside them. Spit that puncher with the fruit that'll get you vibing. Put that ladder to the earth and get all up inside them. Picking fruit from the trees with the pesticides, and it burns your nose, makes you feel like you sniffed the lining. Growing up indicated by that peach fuzz, burning your neck like some fire ants. Now keep up. No license, no insurance, I was still driving with a cop right behind, hope you don't hit the sirens. They towed my car, now I sit on the curb in silence. My mind state makes me want to resort to violence. I siphon from my heart trying to find the guidance. To put out these vibrant flames, you gon' need a hydrant. How the fuck do I tolerate a twisted tyrant? Movement to movement, catch the music from the migrants. Catch the tractor beam from the valley. Catch the tractor beam from the valley. You can catch the tractor beam from the valley. Catch the tractor beam from the valley. You can catch the tractor beam from the valley. Yeah. Extraterrestrials picking all your vegetables on ancestral native land. The gods be celestial. So I connect with ghetto stars like the constellations. Smiles that be shining like the moon through dark conversations. The Big Dipper was the pot where they cook crack. The shooting stars, those are rap from cops got shot in the back, faded to black. Stories that be streaming through my consciousness, uploaded to the universe. When I talk my shit, fuck that punk pig that put the taser to my brother's mouth. When there's an appliance in the flow, don't act shocked to the crowd. When a cop watch the house folks that we keep you jammed up, they use a spotlight to blind my motherfucking camera. Foggy green in the San Joaquin is the agriculture. Plus racist cops trying to maintain the status quota. Agent Janus team up, you get beamed up from your fucking sofa. Feel like you're doing yoga next to Yoda on a supernova. Catch the tractor beam from the valley. Catch the tractor beam from the valley. You can catch the tractor beam from the valley. Catch the tractor beam from the valley. You can catch the tractor beam from the valley. Yeah, catch the tractor beam from the valley. Agent Halinche, Extraterrestres, Extraterrestrials out now on all digital platforms, on everywhere online. Stay with us. We got more music for y'all. Yeah, catch the tractor beam from the valley. Yeah. Once again, shout out CentralValleyTalk.com. Shout out Kris DeVold. Woo! Yeah. We out here doing it live.
Yeah!
Alright, we go ahead and hit that next one. Yeah. I got a local audience with me here. Shout out to all y'all watching at home. Yeah. If y'all enjoying the music, all this is on the new album. Go get that. Hit me up on all the digital platforms. They're gonna be posted for y'all. Check it out. Came in this world dressed as a little girl to cross the border. Chaos and disorder exported us to where Mexico was before. Crash landed, speaking Spanish. People looking like I'm from another fucking planet. I picked up on it, stuck out my antennas to scan it. Assess the life forms and mic songs about the madness. Stayed in the shadows of the trees to manage. Kept it low key with no idea I couldn't have it. Was turned away from clubs with the subtle sadness, but put that gloom in the boom with the moonlit magic. Unidentified flying object across the canvas of the night. People pointing and reporting sightings. Home with immigration slides and abducts my family. On some District 9 shit, have my people scrambling. What I fight to take flight is for my life, I'm gambling. All the times I had to have a homie drive behind me, so a cop couldn't pull up, get right behind me. Cause they might pull me over, tow my spaceship and find me. Then after that you might not ever find me. Yeah, see, it was almost like taking a bullet. When you're perceived as an alien, police are more likely to pull it. Kill you off the books if you're undocumented. Wipe your footprints, but can't cover up my tracks. Facts can't overlook this. Snowman sky at the act fly. Wanna look down on me cause I'm that high. Spiritual being zipped in human skin to pass by. The atmosphere of hate undetected by the bad guys. Snowman sky at the act fly. Wanna look down on me cause I'm that high. Spiritual beings zipped in human skin to pass by. The atmosphere of hate undetected by the bad guys. And that's why we're outcasted like Italians. Master's degrees, valedictorian medallions. Don't want us as residents, you gotta act like model citizens. On the microphone, under microscopes like a specimen. Forming crop circles in the sky so they arrested them. Criminalizing what we did not know and we were blessing them. Appropriating culture, literally trying to get the best of them. But won't invest in us like we invest in them. Nah, I wanna confine us to the fields like modern day slaves. And we disturb the jobs, I beat them at the fucking game. Brand through institutions, got my name up on that fucking page. And it's not a war, it's a living we wage. Hey, create a cipher with the sage. Travel through debris, Mexican astronauts in outer space. Rocking asteroid bouts, intergalactic shades. Universal state of mind, rhyme lines exist without a trace. Hey, I shouldn't have to hide like E.T. Undocumented, unafraid, come see me. Make my voice visible when I paint pictures with these beats. Extraterrestres, extraterrestrials, we come in peace. That Extraterrestres, Extraterrestrials, Agent Halinche. Go get that new album everywhere. Yeah, yo, I said, no man's sky at the act fly. Wanna look down on me cause I'm that hot. Spiritual beings zipped in human skin to pass by. The atmosphere of hate, undetected by the bad guys. I got one more for y'all out there. Stay with me. Yeah. Something soothing for the soul, like lemon tea when you got a cold. Like hip hop when I got a hold, like a kiss on the cheek from my lady when I gotta go. Like taking a long piss when you drunk and really got to go. Like telling her you love her when she really gotta know. Not as much as I love this music, just thought you ought to know that everything is possible through the audio. We'll let it play on out. If it don't work, we'll call an audible. We like to party like la-di-da-di-do. Go out and get drunk, come home and fucking do some cardio. Not trying to catch a body, but I'll catch yours if you falling, girl. Match you with the effort plus a bowl of Cali chronic smoke. Oh, suited for the soul like pozole or menudo. For the homies when they crudo, like burning sage off the stage. Feeling brand new though, like letting off some steam in this motherfucking studio. Fresh like the breeze that be blowing through the wind chimes. Fresh like the flowers in the springtime. Fresh like the rebirth, the slick when I bring mine. Fresh like Beats by KP. He'll just bring vibe. We'll throw together an EP for the springtime. Throw it on repeat or reheat, hit rewind. And soothe your soul, hit cruise control in the meantime. Just soothe your soul, hit cruise control. Spring cleaning on the west coast, that's polishing hydraulics and spokes. Getting ready for those summertime car shows. Creative convos. And beats that bang like bongos in studio strongholds. Suiting for the soul like leaving the gym, feeling swole. Off no supplements on natural, mind, body, and soul not contained in the capsule. Pill popping MCs get dissolved by my flow. Medicine gotta be traditional, not pharmaceutical. Not fucking Adderall, can't bottle up emotions. That's a no-brainer. I spill raps over beats, they take the shape of the container. And MCs act like they're sick, malingering, can't fuck with me. Or the NPC, the KP's fingering. Dope shit, keep some people lingering. Shit to blow your mind and just leave your spine tingling. Like Bobby Digital, suiting for the soul. Like thinking outside your cubicle, suiting for the soul. Like getting a check from payroll. After they stole my fucking stereo, suiting for the soul. Like getting shot at by some cops and escaping with no bullet holes. Trying to drown the black and brown, that's the usual. Well, I'm just working on my flow like a paddle boat. Fresh like the breeze that be blowing through the wind chimes. Fresh like the flowers in the springtime. Fresh like the rebirth, the slick when I bring mine. Fresh like Beats by KP, he'll just bring vibe. We'll throw together an EP for the springtime. Throw it on repeat or reheat, hit rewind. And soothe your soul, hit cruise control in the meantime. Just soothe your soul, hit cruise control. West Coast, yeah. And that's it for my set. Once again, I'm Agent from Sanger, California, from Colima, Mexico. I got the new album out, Extraterrestres, Extraterrestrials EP, out everywhere online. We're gonna post my links for Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, all that shit. Shout out to Kris DeVold. Shout out CentralValleyTalk.com. Sex, drugs, and DeVold. That's how we do that shit for the 559 West Coast. Yeah.
Well, my little nasty, CentralValleyTalk.com. Oh, you made it this far. Can we give it up one more time for my live musical guest of the evening, Agent? Oh, my goodness. Now, Agent, let's go ahead and just get right into it. Here's what impressed me first off. When me and Agent set this up, and he's like, you know, by the way, you said I could bring my music on a flash drive. Is it cool if I just bring my fucking DJ with me? And I was like... Oh, yeah, man. I mean, I don't think, out of all the rappers we've ever had on here, I don't think anyone's ever brought their DJ. They just bring their shit on the flash drive. Yeah, now, real quick, though, before we get into it, what's your DJ's name?
Halinche.
Halinche.
Shout out Halinche out there.
Shout out to Halinche. Now, real life is real life. Halinche couldn't make it. So you still showed up and banged it out. Now, during commercial break, I was like, oh, by the way, grab that chair, bring it over here. And you're like, wait a minute. How much does the chair weigh? And without even thinking, I was like, oh, that's my bad. Let me grab the chair and bring it over. And a couple of the folks who come to the show, Average Joe being one of them, is like, the fuck is this? You don't move my chair like that. Now tell everyone what most recently you've had done, and then think about how he just banged it out tonight. What have you had done?
Well, I just had I had an umbilical hernia. I had a little hernia, so I had to get a little surgery done. And so I can't lift more than 20 pounds. That's why I was asking you, like, how.
Yeah, right. And still banged it out, right? Still got up here and just ripped bars for fucking days.
I had to.
And you can't hold anything like heavier than 20 pounds.
Yeah.
How are you taking a piss these days? Because. Yeah, right? No, yeah, no. That's the reason guys like me don't have a hernia. Do you realize how many times around the fucking house Lickety Lindsay would have to hear that joke? I'd be like, well, you want to come and hold it? Because you know the 20-pound rule, right? Now,
20 pounds.
let's think about this. Let's talk about this. How long have you been rapping?
I've been rapping for a long time, man. I actually started rapping at 15.
Okay.
But I wasn't, like, shortly after, probably like at 16 years old, I started putting together music. And right now I'm 29. So that's like 13 years. But there's like a good amount of time while I was going through school that I wasn't really too involved with music because I was busy with school and other shit. So realistically, probably like 9 years.
Now during that time, your rap has an angle. You have a personality to your music. I mean,
I believe so. Yeah.
I mean, you've definitely got. I mean, take a pick. You weave in and out of this fine line of talking about some metaphorical extraterrestrial shit, while at the same time talking about like some immigration shit.
Yep.
To where at any point someone could duck in and I could drag like 3 lines out of your song, and someone could think like, "Oh, that's a badass alien rap." And I'd be like, what alien do you mean? When did you start kind of leaning in that direction? When did you start finding a personality musically that was that voice?
Well, I'm actually not able to make my music not personal because that's like my life, my community, my family, people around me. So from the start, from the jump, when I was 15, when I started rapping, that's all that went into my music. Like I was just like analyzing my environment, like the context, and just, you know, like critical thinking, like gathering my thoughts about shit and my angle on shit and try to describe it correctly and accurately. Like my feelings, my thoughts, my views on shit, and my life. So since the start, you know?
Now, there was certainly some folks on the live stream getting all jacked up on what you were doing here. So, I mean, it's definitely, like I said, it's always good hip-hop when you want to rewind it to hear what you just said.
I hope so.
And then I can't fucking rewind it because I'm listening to you live. So I'm like, well, fuck, man. But you know when you hear that good line in a song, you want to tell your buddy about it. You're like, hold on,
So
rewind
you gotta
it.
get the album. You gotta get the
I was
album.
going to say, now let's talk
album.
about this. What was one of the first songs you ever wrote? Do you remember? Do you go beat first, lyrics first? How do you do it?
It goes both ways. Like I work a lot of different ways. A lot of times, sometimes I'll have something and I'll put it to a beat. At the same time, most of my stuff is I hear the beat and I try to really merge with it. And you know, as an MC, your voice is your instrument. So I really try to gather my thoughts and my ideas from the beat and create this whole, like, a world within a beat. Like, that's what I try to do.
Where are all the places I can find you on the internet? I need to find you. Where are you at, man?
Everywhere, man. I'm on Spotify. I'm on Instagram, CA Gentleman on Instagram. On Snapchat, on YouTube, Agent 559 on YouTube.
Oh, look at that!
There's all the links right there for you.
So everywhere you're at is on the left, and everywhere Halinche is on the right.
Yup.
And so, I mean, you're everywhere. Not to mention the Sex Drugs Kris DeVold Facebook page has the agent link.
Yeah.
So you want to go ahead and tap that now. Now you got an album here. What should someone know when they're gonna go check out your shit? How many albums do you have?
Right now, I have 3 albums out on that are still available for purchase. I put out more projects than that, but I got 3 albums out right now. So, what someone should know when they're gonna go check out my shit is that's gonna be honest, real life rap. Even if it's not your experience, you're gonna be able to relate to it because I'm an everyday person. Like music is life to me, and my life is music. They go hand in hand. I can't have one without the other. And so, even if you're not even a hip hop fan, I've done shows before, like Arte America, where I did this wine and cheese event. There's like these little old ladies drinking wine and cheese.
You performed over there?
Yeah, I performed over there.
That's dope.
And so I had these.
That's a great place, by the way. If you haven't ever had, I'll say it for all the. Sorry, let me do it for everybody else that understand it. Arte America. It's downtown, across from where the Metropolitan Museum. Look, everybody at home just understood what I said though, because they're like. A bunch of these stoners. I mean, I have Mexican people watching too, but they're just like, the accent will fuck them up. My brother's girlfriend used to tell us to take the Embarcadero accent, and she'd kill me for the way I just said it. Do you hear the way I just did that? Embarcadero. Yeah, she's like, what are you doing? I'm like, Embarcadero. So, but you perform there, and how'd they take it?
I mean, it was dope. Like, it was dope to have somebody that doesn't even listen to hip hop come up to me and be like, man, I don't like hip hop. I don't listen to hip hop, but I like you. Because you can tell it's coming from the heart. You can tell it's like, it's authentic, it's genuine, you're passionate. And that's what I hope. That's what I hope to give off. So that's what you're going to get when you hear my music. And one thing I really pride myself on is like, you can look at all my lyrics and my lines, and you can call me out on either one. I'll tell you exactly like where it came from, why I thought of it, what it means. And so I don't say anything that's fake or anything that's not me. It's hard to say for a lot of rappers in the game right now. Exactly. Just saying, even signed or not signed. Now I have to ask you this. All right, you come to the show, you perform in here. What's easier, rhyming in English or Spanish? For me,
yeah.
And I'm kind of embarrassed about it in a way that I have more of an accent when I speak Spanish than from when I speak English. Like, when I speak Spanish, I heard people think that it's not like my first language. When it was my first language, yeah. And I speak English clearly. Like, your inflection on everything, they're like, oh, wow, his accent, like, he's doing too much. He's doing too much now. So, it's too Spanish, and that's not his first language. And you're like, no, English is my second language. It is my second language, so I'm fluid in writing and reading in both, but so I would say Spanish is a little more. I'm working on it, and I eventually want to put out an entire album in Spanish. I've been working with Spanish artists as well that are like known and established. So I want to equally do both. My mom used to tell me like, "What are you talking about? What are you saying?" And so even just for my mom and my community to be able to understand like what I'm about as an artist and what I do.
Press the double album and do it in English and Spanish.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Whichever one you need, one stop shop. I like this. There's actually this rock band. They're called Puya, Puya, and they're a Spanish metal band. And they'll switch back and forth mid-song, and you were kind of going back and forth between Spanish and English, and I started to get that vibe, and I was like, oh, I love that. Like, how could you not want to fucking drink and kind of dance and get down and I picture you going and the barbecue's going for some reason.
I got a dance jam on here.
See, it's just like that.
On here, so.
Now, hey, we got to do this. We got to do this real quick. Sex, Drugs, Kris DeVold. You know, a lot of musical guests have come on in 236 episodes, and a lot of them driving home, and they're just like, well, fuck, that guy talks a lot, man. He talks so much. I didn't even get to bring up all the shit I wanted to bring up. And then he didn't even ask all the questions I wanted him to ask. So how about this? Plus, it's hard to fill up Internet Television Hour, and we're at the 9 o'clock mark. So how about this? For the next Internet Television Minute, the next 60 seconds, it's no longer going to be Sex, Drugs, and Kris DeVold. No. I'm gonna shut my fucking mouth. For the next 60 seconds, it's going to be Sex, Drugs, and Agents! Yeah!
I am sex and drugs. I'm the feeling. I give you the feeling of sex and drugs. I hope to give you chills. I hope to make you feel something, envision something. My goal is to paint pictures with my music, make you see not only what my life is like, but what others' life is like, what other people's lives are like, and to like what my name means. I not everybody can get up here and do something. Not everybody can speak in front of people. So I hope to represent for any communities that are marginalized or oppressed, that I can use my voice to help out. Like I was telling Kris, like even my life is music and music is my life. Like by trade, I'm a marriage and family therapist. I have my own business doing hip hop therapy, helping the youth. So I try to stay grounded, walk what I talk, hold myself accountable. And I hope to inspire, anyone that listens to my music and that rocks with the movement. My movement is just being utmost real. You'll hear a lot of like personal things in my music, and they are personal and they are literal, you know. So you know, it's kind of like my creative diary, and I put it out there for the world, you know. There may be something you may be able to relate to, or even just the approach to the music. So I hope y'all follow me everywhere on social media. Stay up with what I'm doing. It's coming like within a week. The biggest collaboration of my life is one of my idols. I got a song dropping with Stickman of Dead Prez. It's gonna be out on all outlets in about a week. So look out for that. Shout out some of my other homies.
Name them. Go.
Shout out Fred's Poodles Tacos. Shout out the homies King's Records from Sanger. Shout out the homie Rob from Sanger. Shout out my brothers Ivan, Misi, and Carlos. Shout out my mom Silvia. Shout out Halinche. Yeah, everybody at home watching, thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all taking the time.
Boom, Sex, Drugs, and Agent! Episode 236 in the fucking books. Die Hard's Music doing a fucking music show after 2 years taking time off from the game. I'm going to be hosting that bad boy. It's all going to be going down. Say assassin. ¿Cómo se dice assassin? Say it again?
Asesino.
I've had that fucking Coors Light. I haven't really eaten much today, I guess, so I'm filling those 2 Coors Lights. I'm like, who the fuck am I right now? These are like water. It's fucking water. I drink Bud Ice. It's like water, man. You get a little fucking time. I'm going to be hosting that show. It's got members of Static X and Fear Factory and fucking badass fucking bands. You're going to have fucking some badass local support, and he's already announced a second show. He's bringing a Tool tribute band to town, Arizona Bay, who we've worked with. They're coming in April. So like the Sex Drugs Kris DeVold Facebook page. You can go ahead and like the Agent Facebook page. Tap the fucking link. Go and like that shit. And by the way, I'm going to go. Normally, I wouldn't tell you who the musical guest is. Jeff Thurman passed away. Jeff Thurman is a good friend of the show. I haven't really said much on Facebook about it. You didn't know? Well, we'll talk about it off the air. Jeff Thurman passed away, and it happened like about 2 weeks ago. Very upset about it. I didn't want to talk about it on Facebook. I didn't want to talk about it on the show. So, but what we're going to go ahead and do is next week, Jeff Thurman's going to be the musical guest. He came on my show many times. And as a matter of fact, he came on the second episode ever, which would have been February 19th, 2013. He came on many episodes after that, but we're going to do half the episode live, and when 8:30 hits, I'm going to turn it over to Jeff, and he's going to perform, and we're going to play the original interview from that episode. I'll be tagging him and his pages on Facebook all week. They're trying to do a GoFundMe, so please contact the Jeff Thurman page. You'll have links all over my page. And then the episode after that is the February 9th episode, which is the 5-year anniversary episode. We got something big for the live musical guest, something you've never seen before. I guarantee you it's a live musical guest in 5 years of doing the show who's never been on the show before in this incarnation. So it's going to be amazing. Sex Drugs Kris DeVold Facebook page, Agent Facebook page, Die Hards and Son. Give it up for Average Show. Give it up for yourselves. Go get kicked out of a fucking bar this evening, will you? Holy fuck. Slide the fucking knob. We did it.